Hey, it's Chrissy from govgirl.com. This is the final installment in a little video series I'm putting together about the Hack4Reno event, Reno's first Civic Hackathon. And first of all, check out these cool name tags. This was for the event. This made me feel pretty important. This is from cubepasses.com, so check them out if you're interested in that. So where I left you off last time was right after the series of meetups that we had, and it was before the Mixer. So the Mixer was held the night before on October 14th, hosted by the Reno Collective, and it was pretty fun. Check out this footage. You notice anything here? Yeah, that's right. It's a bunch of dudes. Exactly what I was thinking. We need to focus on getting females more interested in technology and development. But that's a topic for another time. Anyway, so the hackathon started off noon on October 15th. Tons of people there. It did have a little hitch at the beginning. The internet didn't work. Here's a clip from the event after the internet wasn't working. This is talking with Colin Loretz, one of the organizers.
We're working on the network. No event is ever perfect. We've got the guys back there. We've got some connectivity. We had the network working last night. Of course, tech always has some problems. So, but every team is working away. They're able to still build their apps without the network.
Actually, I wasn't down for very long, and it turned out to be a pretty good thing because teams were actually able to conceptualize their ideas. They were drawing out their plans and really putting the planning in beforehand because the internet was down, and I think that they maybe put a lot more thought initially into their apps than they might have otherwise. And a lot of them were using their cell phones to tether to the laptops anyway, so most of them were able to get online. Anyway, so eventually the internet worked, and after the internet was working solid, things really went without a hitch. The hackers knew what they were there to do, and they were just furiously writing code, designing. They pretty much led themselves. So day turned into night, and the hackers were furiously hacking away. Well, no one's at the command tent, and the other tents are empty. Where's all the hackers? Wait, this can only mean one thing. The food truck has arrived. Turns out you can feed a hacker after midnight. Wouldn't get them close to water though. Chris Yoder actually created a food truck app. Chris Yoder, one of the organizers, so he did it for fun, but he created this app where you can call into a number and figure out where all the food trucks are in the Reno area and have it spoke back to you where they're located. And I believe it's updated based on Foursquare information for the location of the trucks. And he used this cool platform called Tropo. It's one of my new favorite platforms. Check them out. Anyway, almost everyone stayed up all night long, and so I'm going to show you some footage of the following day where I look like I slept on the ground for 2 hours because I slept on the ground for 2 hours. Here it is. The sun has come out. It is about 7:30 on Sunday morning. These teams have been working since noon on Saturday. Time gets called in 4.5 hours, and this is a competition, so after time gets called at noon, they will present their ideas, and we'll see who wins some of the prizes. So remember, we held this event completely out in the open, right in the heart of downtown Reno at the Pioneer Center, and we got a lot of curious people. It's been interesting having this hackathon out here in the open and in the public. This isn't a restricted area, so we've had people wander through and ask, what's going on here? What is this? Why are there all these computers here? So we've had a chance to talk to some people from the public. We had the Wine Walk people coming through here. There's a comedy club actually underground this area, and so we've had a lot of people walking around. So it's good to be out in the open and talking with people who would otherwise have no idea what we're doing outside here. So that's been pretty fun. So after 24 hours of furious developing, 15 teams presented their apps and crossed their fingers. This was a competition after all, with some pretty cool prizes. Presentation clip montage.
So what we decided to do was make something a little more playful.
Get your phone out.
We were gonna.
And that was actually a pretty big deal.
You know, what would the Hulk do? And he would smash.
The idea has promise, regardless of who comes up with it or who completes it. It's something that needs to be done.
We actually added a little feature at the end to kind of make it a little social.
As they tried to shut off my IPs, everything I could log into. I won.
Welcome to Snowline.
It was a long night. She didn't get to know me at all.
It exceeded my expectations in every way. The things that you guys showed today, they were amazing.
And then we announced the winners. Honestly, it was so hard that on the fly I decided to have runner-ups in most of the categories. There were just so many good submissions and just great teams put together, and a lot of useful stuff came out of this. I wanted to recognize the most people possible. So Best in Show went to a web app called Go Outside. This was created by that team that wore all the green t-shirts when they came. They were all matching, so we knew something pretty impressive was going to come out that. So Go Outside is this web interface where, based on where you're located in Reno, they've compiled all the things that you can do in the city that are free. So they took park data, swimming pool information, everything that you can do outside and in the Reno area that doesn't cost any money. Really cool that they put that together, and I believe that it's pretty close to being launched. And so all of the apps are really a proof of concept to show we could do this. We might need a little more data for this, or we might need a little more TLC with our app, or a place to host it. But here's really what we can do. So a lot of the apps are still in development, and we're hopefully going to try to work with them to actually release some of these apps. Oh, the winning app in the best use of government data category, which is close to my heart, was this app called Council Watch. And Council Watch is this pretty cool concept where you can follow city council agenda items, and you can sort of vote them up and vote them down, and even submit your comments, and so council will receive them and know what the community is really thinking about those items on the agenda. I'm definitely going to look for more from that one. So check out this wiki page to see all of the winning apps. We've listed them out there. There were about 5 different categories with various prizes, and you can see who won and who we're looking out for the completion of those apps. So when I finally got home, I slept for 15 hours, which ties my record. But I didn't even create any apps. I was just walking around and interviewing people, taking a lot of footage, so I don't even really know the mindset at that point in time the next day when they were presenting for the people who they were hacking. They were up all night staring and using their brain power. I don't even understand how they did it, but they did it, and they did a wonderful job. But I would like to thank, of course, the Reno Collective for their vision and hard work, because this was really their baby, and they invited the city to be involved in it, and they did just a phenomenal job. I'm excited to work with them in the future, and as well as all the hard-working hackers who sat down and gave up their weekend and hours and spending time at the meetups and being involved with the Reno Collective in the city and the event. And thank you so much for doing that. I would love to continue this connection with you guys. Other than that, I look forward to hearing about what other cities are doing as far as partnering with Civic developers and hosting these hackathons, and how that's going to keep me informed with what's going on in your community, and I'll share that with everyone else. So till next time, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel at youtube.com/govgirlblog, and visit the website at govgirl.com, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.